that friction. What is friction? It is the opposing force. Yes, that resists the motion of the moving object. And its direction is always acting. If the motion of the body is in this direction, then the force of friction will act in opposite direction. Clear? It is the surface on which it is moving. Okay. And what is the cause? Yes, Jashandeep Singh, what is the cause of friction?
Rough surface.
Yes, it is a surface. The surface that seems smooth to us, it also contains so many irregularities due to which friction occurs. Okay, and we have discussed the factors. Here, what are the factors on which friction depends? What are the factors that affect the friction? There are two factors. Please, can anyone tell me?
Mass and nature.
Yes.
Roughness, irregularities.
The nature of two contact.
Yes, it is the nature of the surface and the mass of the object. Okay, today we will do the activities. Activity 12.2 is there first on page number 147. Please open. So what you will do in this, you will take, it is activity 12.2. It is a brick. Okay. I have attached a thread to it, and the other end of the thread is attached to a spring balance. Now I will pull it. Okay. So what will happen then? You need to apply some force. Note down the reading. You have to pull the brick. Okay. And you need to apply some force, and you will get reading over the spring balance at how much force you are applying. If it is 20 Newton, then the reading will be at 20. If it is 30 Newton, then the reading will be at 30. Okay? Whatever the force that you are applying for pulling it, the reading will be shown in this spring balance. It is the first case when it is only a brick, it is not covered with any surface. Now we will cover this brick with the plastic cover. Okay, now the surface of plastic cover, it will be smoother than this brick, or you can use any polythene also. In the same way, you will pull it again. Okay, and again the spring balance will show a reading. That reading will be noted by you. Okay, and what is the observation that we will obtain, that the reading in the case of rougher surface, there will be more friction in the rougher surface, so there will be more friction. Okay, so therefore you need to apply more force. Okay, if there is more friction, that means there is more force. Okay, there will be more force. So the reading will be high, or suppose that it is 175 Newton. Okay, but in the case of when it is covered with smooth plastic or any polythene, now it is smoother than this brick that is very rough. Okay, now the roughness will decrease. Okay, so there will be less friction. If there will be less friction, that means you have to apply less force. Okay, interlockings in the rougher surface, interlockings ज्यादा होंगी. उन interlockings को तोड़ने के लिए आपको ज्यादा फोर्स लगानी पड़ेगी. Okay, but in the case of plastic or polythene, what will happen? Interlockings वो थोड़ी weak हो जाएंगी. Okay, so there will be less friction and you have to apply the less force and reading will come less than 175 because the surface is different. Clear? Now it is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
The concept of spring balance is clear to you all, that there is a hanging, okay, and also where we hang the weight, okay, it is like a hook. So the spring balance, it will show the reading at 0. When we apply force, there is a coil. Yes, it is coiled in nature. So when we apply weights to it, then you can see the spring. Okay, it will show the reading, that how much force you are applying. Okay, you can also use it for measuring mass, or that is weight. Okay, how much weight is acting on the body. Clear? So it is the use of spring balance that you can measure the force also, and you can measure the gram, that is a weight in grams also. Clear? It will measure up to only 250. Okay, after that we can't measure weight. If we want to measure 300, we can't measure from it. Okay. So the next is the activity we have done. Now, in the second column, above the figure 12.5, there it is written that the friction, underline this, that the friction is caused by the irregularities on the two surfaces in contact. Clear? So that will interlock with each other. So to break these interlocking, we have to apply force. Okay, and okay, students, what I have taken a cell. Okay, now I will push it on the surface of this table. So you will see it covers a distance from this to this, and it is a large distance. Okay, we will mark it that it has covered from this to this. Okay, now I will take any type of cloth or a surface that is more rougher than as compared to this bench. Okay, I will push the cell again in the same way. Now you have seen it covered only this much distance, while in the first case it has covered this much distance. So it means this surface is rough as compared to this. Okay, there is more friction that is occurring on this surface as compared to the surface of table. Okay, in the activity there is a use of inclined plane, but in this I have used a horizontal surface. Okay, but the conclusion from both the activities will be same. So the next is, so the force of friction is greater in the rough surface rather than this smooth surface, that is plastic. Okay, it is not that smooth, but as compared to this surface, it is smooth. Okay, when we compare. Okay, now next, that it also depends upon the mass. The next point that we will discuss, it is all about, that is the nature. Now here the nature is different, here the nature of the material is different. Okay, so we will now study how the factor mass changes the friction. Okay, now just see here. If there is a surface and in which case it suppose that it is of 10 kilogram and it is in which there will be more friction? Can anyone tell me? Any?
मैम 10 kg वाले में
Yes, the friction will be more in this because the heavy is the object. जितना वो object heavy होगा, more will be the friction. Okay? If the object is heavy, then there will be more friction as compared to this A condition and B is B. Then the more friction will occur in the case of A as compared to the case of B. Okay? So if object is heavy, it will offer more friction. So it is very difficult to move that object. Clear? Now we will do activity for this also. That so what I am doing, I am taking a book. Okay, then I will push it with any pen. Okay, and what will happen? For example, I am pushing it with a pen. It is easy to move. Okay, but if I take 2 more books now, that the mass is increased now. Now it is difficult for me to push these 3 books. If I also add some more weight into it, it will be difficult for me. Okay, even though the surface in contact remain the same. Okay, there is the surface of contact is same, but still the frictional force is increased. Because why? Because the weight of the object is increasing. There the also area remains the same. If I add more books and also a stack of books is there, then I have to apply more force. Why? Because there will be more friction. Clear? So students, from these activities you have seen that the friction will, the factor that affect is the nature, that is a material is rough or smooth, and the second is the mass. Okay, now next we will proceed to the, just 1 minute. So you have seen, please observe the figure number 12.6. So what is easier to move the box from rest or to move it when it is already in motion? So in this, the topic we are studying is, before it I will tell you some types of friction. Okay, then you will come to this topic. Okay, so the first type is we are studying the types of friction. Today I will only introduce you the types of friction only. Okay, we will study more about it tomorrow. Okay. So, what is the first is the static friction. Static friction, and next is the sliding friction. Third one is the rolling friction. Rolling friction. Okay, so here the static means that the body is stationary. That means it will, the friction that will act when the body is at rest. Then we call it as static friction. Okay? Or any stationary object we are taking. So I am standing here. Okay? So I am in the rest position. So the friction that will act on me, it is the static friction. Okay, because I am standing at rest as a stationary object. Okay, if there is any box on the surface and it is not moving, the friction that comes into play is the static friction. Okay, now what is a sliding friction? You have all seen slides. Okay, so जो child इसको sliding ले रहा है, then it will not go to the more distance. Okay, वो यहाँ से बिल्कुल इसके थोड़ा सा पास आके रुक जाता है, ज्यादा दूर नहीं चल जाता है. Why it is happening? Means at that time there is also a friction is occurring that is resisting the motion of that child. Okay, it does not go far that much. Clear? So the friction that will act when one body slide over the surface of another body. Okay, then it is called sliding friction. It is given in the definition only that in the word sliding. Slide, it means the slide. Okay, when a body or object slides over the surface of other object, then the friction that comes is called the sliding friction. Clear? Now, next is the rolling friction. The name, from the name it is clear that when it comes when something rolls. Okay, so the friction that come into play when a body rolls over the surface of other body, then it is called rolling friction. Clear? So it will come when one body slide over the surface of other, then this friction will come when the body rolls over the surface of another object. Okay? Clear? So now come to the static friction first. We will discuss static friction. So what is the static friction? I am rubbing this. You have all noted it down. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
will discuss about the static friction only. For example, I am just giving you an example of static friction. Static friction, its example. For example, there is a box that is placed on the surface, okay, and it is at rest. So the friction that will act on it is the static friction. Clear? Now, I will apply a force F to it. Okay, suppose that the box is heavy. In the first go, I am unable to push it. Okay, so the force F is applied by me and it does not move. Means this box, this surface, there is also friction acting on it. Okay, but in the opposite direction. Then what I have done? I have applied more force. Suppose that I have applied 2F. Still the box is at rest, it is not moving. So the surface, the friction is also applied. It is also 2F. So therefore the box is not moving. Okay, what I have to do to move this object? Can anyone tell me what I can do? So if I apply more force, for example, I increase the force now to 3F. Then it may happen that the box will move. Okay, and this is a limit. Okay, उसकी एक लिमिट है जब तक वो मूव नहीं कर रहा है. बट फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम कोई इलास्टिक रबर लेते हैं, इलास्टिक कोई भी बैंड है, Okay, we stretch it, we apply force, and there is a certain limit comes when the elastic rubber will break. It is similar to that condition when I am applying F force and 2F force. It is not moving, but when I have applied more force than the this force, then the 2F force, it is the limiting force. Okay? It is the limiting force. It is the limit that it will not move up to a force of 2F. It is the limiting force. When I apply the force more than the limiting force, then it will move. Clear? Just understand this. I am repeating again. See carefully. Static friction will come at that point when the box is at rest. Okay. Suppose that I am applying force F. Okay. Still the box is not moving. Clear? So there is a force of friction also acting between the box and the surface. Okay. Therefore, it is not moving and the friction is equal but in opposite direction. So the box is at rest. Now I have increased the force to 2F. Okay, what will happen? Similarly the box does not move again. Okay, so the force of friction is also acting in the opposite direction. Therefore, it is not moving. It is a limiting force. That it is the limit. Okay, after this limit, it will move. Clear? If I am applying force less than this, so example, it will move at 20 Newton. Okay, if the force will be larger than the 20 Newton, then only the box will move. Otherwise, the box will not move. Clear? Any doubt?